Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Justin Wu, and we are at the Crypto Dinner Club here, hosted at the Nasdaq market site here in Times Square, New York. And we have Darryll with Concierge Club. Hey Darryll, how's it going?
It's going good, man. How you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. I know that you actually just literally flew here, came straight to Times Square. We are appreciative to have you here. Where did you come from?
So I came out of Vegas, but I was actually at the Integrity Show in San Diego yesterday. I spoke. I was the lead-off speaker at that event. We wrapped up, drove back, hopped on a flight. I think I was at my house for like 3 hours. Hopped on a flight. Yeah, it's in 4 states today. No big deal.
Awesome. So yeah, I want to give a little bit quick introduction about what is Concierge Club?
Yeah, so Concierge Club is actually 3 things. So the first thing is it is a service-backed cryptocurrency with a model similar to the AMX Black Card, AMX Centurion Card. But it allows for those amenities that you would get at an elite status through American Express for very, very, very little. You only have to have 1 coin, and 1 coin is less than $1 right now. So you really don't have to have a financial investment to get those services that usually the elite are afforded. The second thing we built is a wallet. And so the wallet holds over 20,000 assets. It's built off the Waves blockchain, and it allows to connect to our point of sale, which is the third product that we built, the Concierge Pro. The Concierge Pro allows vendors to ring up cryptocurrency, services for cryptocurrency. So they actually can collect cryptocurrency without using fiat at all in the equation, and 20,000 supported assets out there on that.
That's awesome. So you created like a POS system and a wallet for consumers. Is this kind of live right now?
It's live right now. If you go to
Vegas, right?
Yes, currently right now, if you go to the Google Play Store, we're waiting on an SSL certificate for Apple, but if you go to the Google Play Store, you can download our application. Then you can go to Goat Sports Bar. You can pay 500 Concierge Club coins for a beer. No fiat, nothing like that, just straight cryptocurrency transaction from a consumer to a business in a professional capacity.
That's awesome. So I guess can you walk us through, let's say like I'm a consumer, right? I'm walking to a bar, then I download the Concierge app. Then I guess, do I have to transfer money from my bank account to buy your tokens first?
You can do a couple of things. So if you already have tokens, you bring it into our wallet. Let's say you have a Waves wallet already. You can import your seed information and you'll automatically have an account with Concierge Club. So then if you already have coins on there, you can exchange those for Concierge Club coins through the DEX that's built into the Waves blockchain. You can also buy coins directly from the application by pressing a button that opens up a gateway. Right now our gateway is only handling Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Dash, but we look to open that up even further.
Got it. And so I guess this is really great in terms of like mass adoption in the case that you're actually getting people to actually spend crypto or also save. Is it also, you said it's like acting like an Amex card, so is it kind of, are you doing rewards as well too?
We're looking at doing rewards. We're also looking at doing like a tiered program where people get more amenities if they hold more tokens. One of my friends suggested doing a Millionaires Club, so anybody that holds 1 million tokens gets in a higher list of amenities, maybe car rentals like supercar rentals or limo services, things that would have a cost to us, but because they hold that many tokens, we're affording them those amenities.
Makes sense. I guess I'd love to learn more about, I guess on the growth side. Let's say that with the companies and restaurants and businesses you're working with, you go up to them and tell them that you're working on something crypto and blockchain, or how has it been in terms of you getting more customers or more people how's the conversations has been?
It's tough. I mean, it's not an easy one for people that are doing very well in a professional capacity to tell them, hey, stop accepting what you can spend on, your staff, your resources, your inventory, and hold a token that may not be liquid right now. And so it started off with me going to my friends. I mean, I worked in Vegas. I know a lot of people in the nightlife and casino industry. So we were able to go to these managers and these owners of businesses and talk to them about, hey, what can we do to make this work for you? How can we, circumvent this? And we found out a way. We're not, it's a little proprietary at this time. We want to try to drive mass adoption. That's the biggest thing. We want businesses accepting cryptocurrency and not liquidating the fiat. If there's fiat in the transaction at all, then that's not a solution for mass adoption. And so that's really where we're at. And one of the big things that we do is conferences. And when we go to these conferences, they want you to pay for them. We only pay in our cryptocurrency. And there's been about 30 conferences this year that have worked with, well, maybe like 25 conferences that have worked with us.
With, I guess, are you guys looking beyond now Vegas? Or obviously Vegas was agreeing a huge trial case for what you guys are rebuilding. I guess what's kind of the next steps for you guys looking beyond?
Last spring, we set up the New Orleans Blockchain Organization, put a president in charge, and started to develop out a community down in Louisiana. That's one of the areas that we're going to start to develop. One of our investors is the entertainment director for Park in San Diego. So she's just waiting for our SSL certificate on Apple, and then we're going to go live in Park in San Diego.
And also on iOS, you're saying.
That's the SSL certificate is what we're really waiting on.
Okay, got it. Very cool, very cool. Now I know that also too, besides Concierge Club, you've been working on a few other projects in the space, right? Like
Yep.
Up to 4, or I guess.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get our hands in all these different industries and bring everybody together. You know, we want IoT to work with us. We want robotics to work with us. And so when we were down in Louisiana, we noticed an opportunity in the renewable energy sector. So we filed a patent to tokenize electricity, and we're going to utilize our point of sale to build liquidity into energy and to build a supply chain for energy you can actually track and then use those profits. So it kind of takes away the monopolies that these energy companies have.
So then, as a homeowner, I can are you saying that you're taking energy from like solar? Or?
Yeah, so you would have solar panels on your house, and then you would have a battery that collected that. Yeah. And in between there, you would have our algorithm running on one of our devices, creating a token for that supply chain based off the value of the energy at that time.
Got it. And you can just choose who to sell.
And it trades the same way any cryptocurrency value would, because it's a commodity.
Very cool, very cool. Where do you see that kind of being, I guess, being deployed right now currently? Is it more down in the south?
I mean, right now that's in concept stage. But we have a tangible product in the market, which is the wallet and the point of sale. Yeah. This is the bigger picture, the picture stuff. This is what, and you know, collectively as an industry, we have to start looking at. We have to look beyond what you can make money on right now. You have to look at what we can make money on in 2 years, 5 years, even 6 months from now, because these projects that are out there right now,
they're not making
any money.
They're burning almost so much cash.
It's disgusting. You know, we're at World CryptoCon last week, and companies have Lamborghinis. Why do you have a Lamborghini? Like, okay, we paid in crypto. Adam Williams was nice enough and supports the industry and took our crypto, gave us a speaking spot, gave us a corner 10 by 10. But you know, you don't need to have all that. When you're building a business, they want to see your drive. They want to see your energy, your passion, how frugal you can be, how lean you can run it. If you're at the clubs all night, and with the exception, we get it all for free. If you're at the clubs all night spending money, it's not going to look good to your investors. And so, you know, that's something to look at how these businesses are attempting to scale. It's fun to get attention drawn to you, but if you don't have a product behind you, then there's no point in drawing attention to you.
Which is a good point. I think that the biggest problem, I guess there's two. One is people are forgetting that this is still a startup that you have to run in the business. And then two, just because I guess there wasn't like the traditional investors, I think that's why people don't feel
the need to report or the need to, false.
And then also too, they're just getting like 10 times more money than they should have, right? And we're seeing all those companies die out. So I think that having what you guys are doing in terms of thinking about practical both revenue use cases, so that then you can grow beyond to your guys' other goals to both expand both the network and the community that you guys
Absolutely. We really want to build a community. That's what we want to bring everybody together from every sector, because and I spoke about this at a thing in Vegas like last month. Everybody that isn't in blockchain is a subject matter expert in what they do in their industry that they're in. And so then they now become a subject matter expert for blockchain, because they can teach the developers and the people that have the technology how to put it into what they do. For example, my mom is in medical billing, and she has no idea what this stuff is. She has a phone that flips still. But yeah, exactly. But when I was with her 4 months ago, and she was complaining about her, the companies that they don't pay out the insurance claims, and I go, Mom, this is a great use case for blockchain. If you have a contract with an insurance company that says they have to pay you if something happens, then they have to pay you when that thing happens. And that's, it's interesting to see. She doesn't know tech, but she's an expert there, and she now knows how that technology can, integrate into that. And I think it's important to recognize people that might not be techie, but
but they're subject matter experts in the industry that they're in, which is then very helpful, because I think that the biggest issue is that, let's say somebody was trying to build your idea, but they don't have those connections to actually get deployed, the POSs, and people using it. I think that people are missing the actual contextual use case or contextual integration in whatever setting.
Yeah, no, you get it, man.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess, was your background heavily into like kind of the restaurant business space, or what
so I went to school for web and graphic design. Web and graphic design, I did not want to sit in front of a computer for the rest of my life, so I switched my major to film, and I graduated, went down to LA and worked for MTV, worked for Universal, worked on a project with Bob Yari, and then I went out to Vegas, all gung-ho to do film stuff out there, and the economy just completely crashed. January 2008, everything was great. March 2008, my whole world came crushing down. And so I started going to nightclubs because I was 25 years old in Vegas, having fun. And it turns out that a family member of mine was a bar manager at a top club, told me to go in there, say, hey, let them know you're my cousin, they'll sort you out. I go, and 3 months later, I got a job with them. And that's when I realized, there's opportunity to make money in a recession in alcohol. And so I got into it. It was great. It was good money. It was fun. Never really, challenging. Never really utilizing my tech background, but still having a lot of fun and building out networks. Not computer networks, but people networks. And so now that we're doing this, I'm able to fall back on that network. Everybody that I was going after were bottle service customers. So they're C-level employees, they're disposable income people. And so now I'm like, hey, by the way, we're building this fintech solution and we have an actual tangible product. The guy that's holding the camera right there was a bottle service customer of mine, and now he's our CTO. He bought into the company.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, these are shout out to Jacob Lil. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. And shout out to everybody. I'm sitting here right now because of Ken Bozak. He paid me to come out here. He paid $200 to get me out here. I'm sitting out here because of Seth Casey. He put up my ticket to come out here. He wouldn't even hesitate or flinch. Bowtown gave us a case of water for our trip. So these guys are helping because they know that we're onto something. And they know that we're not going to tolerate the nonsense. Yep. We're going to call out the crap projects and predatory conferences and anybody that's in this for-profit model.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 points that you highlight there. I guess we can wrap things up a little bit more. But I think that one of the biggest points that you talked about is this whole industry has been, at least to excel, has been very collaborative, and we've been getting a lot of support from that, which has been amazing. I've not seen at a time at this point where, normally when I was just working at a startup outside of blockchain, people were just all doing their own different things and not working and helping each other. But now, even if you're working healthcare, or you're working in supply chain, or you're working in esports and gaming, I think that everybody is still common now that we can exchange value together. And that's kind of what blockchain and crypto have done is
100%. We have to look past what people's images are of, people or technologies and realize that anybody that's in this space that wants to help advance it should be here. And it's unfortunate because there's definitely a line in the sand where you've got the people that want to get the freedom and the libertarians, and then you've got the money, the fintech people that are like, hey, we've done this for a while, we know what we're doing.
Or you got the third, which you just highlighted on, just people doing $1,500 conference tickets, which is absurd.
Predatory.
Predatory, and just trying to take advantage of this industry and space at this current time too, which does not help with growth.
How do you scale as a startup if you have to pay $5,000 to $25,000 for conferences where they promise 6,000 people to show up and 2,000 people show up? Now, when the conference owner says, yes, we will take your cryptocurrency that you're developing that is not liquid right now for that ticket, those are the champions. Those are the heroes. And this conference, these guys took our coin. These guys were cool with us paying in coin, and that's why we're able to be here right now, because they want to see the advancement of the industry. Adam Williams and World CryptoCon want to see the advancement of the industry. Nathan Hawk and the Integrity Show, they don't charge anything for their conference. It's free. They vet the projects, and they're hackers. They're white hat hacker security people. So if there's a bug in your project, a vulnerability, or something's not right, they're going to call you out. And those are the guys that we need to champion. I think it was Money 2020. Took our coin, just made a deal with us in cryptocurrency, took our coin, opened a wallet, we sent them the cryptocurrency, and then they were like, yeah, we don't want to do this anymore. We need fiat currency. Sent me a demand letter to my house, had our logo and branding all over the conference, and denied us at the door. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, yeah, sorry to hear about that.
It's okay, because you know what? It's just another...
That's just how they're doing the business, I guess.
Let's see what Money 2424 or what Money 2024 looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole different world when these crypto guys start getting their traction, and when these projects start getting their traction, and it's going to be a whole different game.
Yeah, I think it's going to revolutionize the whole industry and change it. I think it's changed more like the old school way of thinking.
Yeah, it's getting back to customer service. It's getting back to the real values that people want. Everything's been too automated for too long. Everything's been too, this is the middleman. This person's going to do this for you. What do we have now? We have Uber Eats. We have Amazon Prime. We have all these things that cost us money to make things easier. But we don't realize that in the end, they're costing us more than just that.
Yeah.
The time's not worth the money.
Yeah.
And it's important to put the passion back into networking and conferences and talking to people, because you're building genuine relationships.
I agree, and at the end of the day, it just comes down to people too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's, besides the technology, besides crypto, Lambos, and money, and it's still, in the end of the day, it's providing value to people in whatever ecosystem that's possible.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, yeah, thanks again. I guess, do you have any last thoughts you'd like to share?
So I just want to let you guys think about this. Everybody out there can be a cryptocurrency blockchain expert. It doesn't matter what you wear. It doesn't matter what you look like. I don't normally always wear a suit unless you caught me in my nightclub days. I'm the same person. If I'm wearing sweats, I just got off the plane, or if I'm in a three-piece suit with a double Windsor with a dimple. It doesn't matter. It's this. And so we need to all realize, the non-suits don't like the suits, and the suits don't like the non-suits, but the suits need the non-suits, and the non-suits need the suits. So we have to figure out how to get past this barrier, because we're fighting ourselves right now. And I know that we need financing, and financing people need blockchain startup guys that are passionate and can go out of town for a week and pack their cars up and fly in from conferences and stuff like that.